Have you guys ever started watching a series of TV shows in the middle of the season, like season 2 or 3, or walked into a movie theater when the movie had already started?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Lost and confused.
I didn't know what was going on. Really upset.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to talk about step 1 of the 4-step program, which is the mini powwow and why it's so important. So, a few of the main points we're going to go over today are what information you need to bring to your mini powwow, and then what information you will share with your learning leader once you get to the mini powwow, and also how to game plan for your guest service. So, step 1 is to gather your information. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your guest service folio and your take-home recommendation form that you're given when you start your service, and you're going to fill out both portions of these. That way you have some information, and it's also going to help you build a really good skill set to be able to have your own consultations once you get into the salon. So you know what questions to be asking your guests, find out their hair history and everything. The next is going to be what information you need to share with your learning leaders. So you're going to share all the information you gather from your guests, but then you're also going to share some other information. So what you're doing by stepping away from your guests and talking to your learning leader away is giving yourself a safe zone. So basically you can let your guest or your learning leader know, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing, I need help, or ask questions that maybe would make your guests feel a little uncomfortable or uneasy, so that you can ensure that your guest is confident in you, and that way your learning leader will know exactly how much help or guidance you're going to need during the service. And then also, you can share the information that you gathered with the guest. And then the last step is to game plan for your service. So what's going to happen is basically you're going to utilize your experience menu and your skill cards during this portion to know what upgrades you can recommend for your guests or what services you're going to provide, whether it's color cutting or texture with your style and finish. And then we're also going to go through like a little portion where I'm going to go up to your guests with you and I'm going to ask them a question, and then you're going to respond with an answer that I could give you when we have our mini powwow. So for example, I could say, hey Justice, what shampoo are you going to use on your guests? And then maybe in the mini powwow you don't really know, but then I'll give you the answer so that your guests will have confidence in you knowing what exactly you want to use for their hair. So now, why is it important to have a mini powwow with your learning leader? So a few key points of why it's important. It's going to build your skill set with your pre-consultation. So you're really going to be able to know how to have a consultation with your guests by the time you leave here. And then also, it allows you to work in a safe zone. So stepping away from your guests with your learning leader gives you that safe zone to say whatever you want to your learning leader. And then third, it gives you time to think about maybe some recommendations that you would want to make for your guests that you wouldn't necessarily be able to think of off the top of your head while you're right there having your consultation. So what we're going to do now is everyone's going to get out their product knowledge workbook, and you're going to open to page 18 and 19, and you're going to fill out the who, what, and when, and then also the map it out. So go ahead and do that now. Will you stop it?